Let's go YouTube. Let's go live YouTube. All right. Bam. There you go. We live on YouTube. So back to what I was saying. Look, before we got very rudely interrupted by a bunch of shit that happened with all this lag and all of this stuff, I wanted to say something quick, and I just found out about. The title of this is Things Naturally Happen. Change naturally happens. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. It's something that just naturally happens. I just saw right now that Amazon sells alcohol. I noticed yesterday I was driving by and Toys R Us was going out of business. Can you guys believe that shit? That Toys R Us is going out of business? Not just the fact that kids are not going to find toys in the capital of Toyland, but it's going to be such a pain in the ass to now buy toys. You got to go to Walmart. You can't go to these mom and pop shops because Toys R Us was a corporation at one point. It had a lot of employees. It was kicking so much ass, and it reduced its stores to such a franchise level that now they're just closing. So I know all these other corporations went out of business, which is like, Sports Authority. I mentioned earlier to like the folks on the video chat on Facebook about what's this shit called? Subway. They just released 200 stores are going out of business. 200 stores. 200 stores are going out of business. That's a freaking problem for like the healthiest fast food restaurant. And like, I guess like the world. I don't know about you guys, but when I eat that shit, I know that Subway, some people are going to be like, ew, the salad is gross. Ew, the salad is not like, it's not crisp. Look, I know there's going to be haters and there's going to be problems with like the food, but nothing's perfect. You're paying $10 for a sandwich. You're not paying $35 for a caviar or whatever the shit you pay for $35, right? But Subway's is pretty good. It's tasty. It's not as fattening as Taco Bell, as McDonald's. And it's closing 200 restaurants. Where are we leading? Where is the world going? And I know everything naturally happens and change is a good thing. But I don't think that removing such a store that provides happiness, because even if you don't buy anything, bro, I wish there's right now a billionaire who's listening to this podcast who will listen to the show, and I hope that person buys them out. You guys want to know why I wish they buy them out? Because there's nothing better than going to a humongous Toyland looking store and just playing with all this shit. Riding all their bicycles, skateboarding around the store, because that's what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to test the shit out before you bought it. They had every single Lego, every single Hot Wheels, every single design in the world was in Toys R Us. It's supposed to make kids happy, bro. It's supposed to make us happy when things weren't going good. Even when my mom bought me action figures, because, like I was saying, my buddies would have action figure, like, let's say they'll have like Stone Cold, they'll have Undertaker and Triple H and all these people. It's normal to do that. It's good to do that. And I did the same thing. So we can all play together, action figures, make up the shit, make up the wrestling toys. We were kids, and now I don't really see that. Now I don't really see kids enjoying life the way I guess millennials are doing it. Because what do you call like the kids who are 10 years old? What do they call them? If they call the 80s or 70s like the baby boomers, they call like the 90s up to like 2007 the millennials. What do they call the generation below the millennials? I feel you, dude. Yeah, electronics replace toys, G, but it's not. It's not. I don't think toys. I don't think replacing toys with electronics is a good thing. And I love electronics. Generation Z, you're right, doggy. Yeah, it's my buddy out there, guys. Lex. I'm gonna put it as Lex or Mitch. He was on the podcast previously, and he just gave me the answer. Yeah, it's Generation Z. That's right. But I don't think that shit's worth it, bro. I don't think getting rid of toys is what's needed. You're not gonna have that one-on-one buddy interaction, that friend interaction, playing laser tag with a bunch of fake toys, shooting BB guns at your friends, playing baseball on the street. It can be that electronics is pushing people to be lazy. I don't think that. I honestly think that people are naturally lazy. The ones who really succeed are the ones that push themselves to not be lazy or to push themselves to do something when they don't. Because you can ask anybody. You can ask any CEO, any business person, any doctor, lawyer, whatever, and they'll all tell you the same thing. Every single one of them will tell you the same thing. And the truth is, damn, I'm about to have some gas. Truth is, if you figure out what you want to do, you figure out what you want to do, and you stick by it, there's a very hard chance of that possibility becoming a failure. Okay? And why do I say this? Because if you don't change your ways, your habits are going to consume you. They're going to eat your ass up. You're not going to be the person that you once thought you were. You're going to become the person that everybody wants you to be. And what fun is that? I've told you guys many times before on the podcast and on different platforms that I was studying something different. I wasn't doing something that made me happy, didn't fulfill me. Like a lot of people are doing things and working in jobs and working in careers that they didn't want to do. I know work sucks, but like my parents always tell me, and my family and everybody in my life, the only time you can't fix something is when you're dead. And I know for a fact that Toys R Us can come out of this hellhole, bro. I know it can. I know it can. But then how long is that going to take? How long is that going to take? How long are freaking action figures going to be in GameStop? How are collectibles, or not even collectibles, because I didn't really have collectibles. I just had action figures, man, Power Rangers and shit like that. You know, the kid experience. I don't want robots and technology and VR and all this bullshit to eat them up, change their mind. I don't think it should happen that way. I don't think it should happen that way. I don't think it's the way to be. Everything should change, but you can limit what you want to change. For example, if you don't want to be fat no more, and I'm using fat because I got fucking super out of shape. I got really, really, really out of shape. And what do you do to change that? Well, you work out. You eat better. You become more active. True. If you do all those things, you know you're going to get the end result. That's just the problem with a lot of people. I guess that's the problem with a lot of entrepreneurs. I guess that's the problem with what's going on in Subway. They're not seeing the bigger picture. There has to be a backroom deal that happened in Toys R Us, because I think it's bullshit that they're going out of business. I mean, if Sports Authority went out of business, anyone can go out of business. But it's bullshit. Like, it's just bullshit. Bullshit. It doesn't make any sense, bro. And I had technology. I had a PlayStation 2 growing up. I had an Xbox 360. I had a lot of different consoles in my life, except the GameCube. Like the Wii. I mean, who the fuck wants a Wii? Unless you have like a friend or like a brother and a sister. I don't want a Wii. But I had a lot of consoles, bro. I had a lot of cool shit. And I don't remember it taking over my life. I don't remember just not wanting to work with my hands, not wanting to do shit that's active, not wanting to knock on my buddy's front door or in his window and say, yo, you want to go outside and play some sports, skateboard, ride some bike, play baseball. And how we would play baseball is freaking awesome. Check this. We would get a tennis ball. We had a buddy, Brian, if you're listening to the program, dude, what's up, G? I know Mitch is listening to it. I freaking love you, dude. But now let's see if Brian is listening to it. But Brian had a bunch of tennis balls, and we'll get. Yeah, he was in baseball too. His dad will be into tennis, so we'll get like one of his tennis balls or like a couple, and we'll just get the tennis ball, we'll bounce it on the ground, and then with the bat, we'll just swing that shit hard as hell to see if we can lift it over the over the houses. And that's, bro, that's fun, dude. That's what you're supposed to be doing when you're a kid. Oh yeah, look, that's what you're supposed to be doing when you're a kid. But Amazon doesn't seem to think that. And why am I using Amazon? Amazon, I love you guys, and I love what you guys have done. But I gotta use you guys because you guys take over the internet. Facebook doesn't take over the internet. Freaking Amazon takes over the internet. They got video. Amazon Fresh. That's how they bought the Whole Foods. Jesus, bro. They got food, man. They're selling fucking food. They got the Alexa. Of course, they got their products. They're not going to sell anything cheap either. Your summer recommendations, depending on the shit you buy. This is what got me crazy. That they literally have, bro, it says, we'll bring the beer. And they have a Corona Extra and a Modelo right next to it. We'll bring the beer. Amazon Fresh. That's why their stock is at $1,000. That's why their stock is at $1,000. Their shit just gets better. Their products get cleaner. Their service gets worse from a lot of people. And the job sucks, but he gets richer. A big part of it is Amazon Web Services, but I'm not going to get into what that is. Just Google it. It's an Amazon cloud service. It's like a cloud for cloud computing. But yeah, that's what he has. Look at that. Amazon Fresh. He's got budget watches. He got, wait, what? Wow. Budget watches on free shipping. Look at that. He even got me with that. Popular movies to buy or rent. What? They even got budget gift. Look at that. Budget gift ideas. They have this shit set up so just people buy, get, sell, because they also have a selling platform. Look, I know technology is going at a freaking awesome, great, it's a good rate that it's at. But is it healthy? I mean, how much technology is good? How much consumption of technology is good? How much change can we really take? How much change are human beings supposed to take? Are you supposed to change everything and just get accustomed to how the life is in that present time? Or do you try to manage it and do something with it? Or like other people say, create your own destiny. If you ask me personally, I'm going to tell you guys one thing. I use Amazon. I got Spencer out here. Spencer saying that they use Amazon. I use the Amazon since 2004. Yeah, of course, everybody's used Amazon. That's the #1 e-commerce store. That's how this guy is the richest person, the richest business person, not even businessman, because apparently if you call freaking male or females by their gender or whatever, you can get freaking sued. So it's just business person of the world. I'm just eating shit, bro. I'm in a dumb mood right now. But it's crazy, bro. It's really crazy. I don't know how, I guess my kids' or my kids' or future kids, how are they going to buy toys? They're going to buy it online, but it's not going to be as fulfilling as seeing it in the store first. It's not as cool as going to the store first and getting the Star Wars, the sword, like the lightsaber, the one that lights up, the one's like 115, I think it's like $115, $120, as to just buying it online. Like, oh yeah, what am I going to get? Whatever, I'm gonna get this. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's cooler going to the store, seeing the shit, and buying it. We're not buying clothes. Clothes is pretty boring. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense anymore. So the generation we're going into could be bad or it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. We're heading into a really difficult situation. I'm not saying that we're gonna lose, and we're not gonna lose. We're not gonna lose. Human beings, Homo sapiens, will not lose. But is our race in a mission to stay alive? Yeah, that I do agree. I mean, hey, they're going to freaking Mars. Look at this. They're going to Mars. Mars expeditions, bro. Who's doing it? Who's doing all these Mars expeditions? Elon Musk is doing it with SpaceX. Look at this, dude. Who has landed on Mars? Who wants to go to Mars? SpaceX. They got that right there. Bill Gates wants to go to Mars. All these people are thinking about colonizing Mars. What, what the freak? I don't know if it's going to happen in this generation or in our lifetime. And Spencer makes a good point. Yeah, there's going to be toys at Target until they want to take it out of Target. And Walmart. Hopefully not. But hopefully the toys stay at Target and Walmart. It's not the same, dude. It's not the same with just going into a store of toys. Just like nothing else, no TVs, no garbage, no freaking food, no bullshit, just toys. All right, that's why it's Toys R Us, not hey, let's go to Target and buy yourself a freaking Rubik's cube. No, that's not what it's still gonna be a good thing because you're gonna get what you want, but the kids are never gonna think, oh, we can go to Toys R Us because it's gonna be funner and cooler and more. No, they're not gonna see that shit. They're just gonna say, hey, let's get the toy and let's get the toy. Boom, let's be out of there. Let's figure it out. Let's get the freak out. Let's finish. And it's over. That's no. Experiences are changing. Human interactions are changing. That's why I know it's natural for things to change. Doesn't mean all change is healthy. Some of that shit might be a little bit difficult, you know, and a little bit hard to achieve. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm a pessimistic person because I'm very, very positive. But now with the kids, once kids are involved, that's where I get a little bit offended. Because I was a kid one day. Once upon a time, I was a child. I'm only 24. 10 years ago, I was 14. And freaking a little bit more than that, I was 8, 7, 6 years old. And I remember all the toys that my family and my mom's, you know, everybody in my fam bought me for well, obviously as presents, but for birthdays, for Christmas. It was a good experience. But I don't see that. I don't see any of that today. I don't see any of that today. And that worries me, bro. I don't see any of that today. And why? Why? I think I'm asking too many questions, and some people are just like, hey, shut up, bro. I subscribe to your podcast. Shut up, bro. Stop ranting about the same shit. You've been talking for 20 minutes. This guy never shuts up. No, dude. It's not that I don't want to shut up. It's just nobody's talking about it. I know things are changing, but you still have to ask questions. How is this going to benefit me? How is it going to help my life? Is this going to make things worse, or is it going to be something better? If any of those outcomes are good, then you got to keep on doing what you're doing. But if you see that the outcomes are being more negative than positive, then you got to stop. Just leave it is. Just leave it there. Just stop. It's scary that all this expeditions to Mars is becoming a big thing by big people. There's already been a lot of test launches through SpaceX, and I've seen them on YouTube. I've seen them live. I think it was like Falcon X or some shit like that. And it was crazy. It was crazy, bro. Crazy. It's a beautiful thing, science, but it can also be scary, bro. All right. It could be a beautiful thing, but it's also a really trippy thing. We got to learn everything around us as a positive resource. You see what I'm trying to get there? Because everything around us is sort of a resource. The only time it's not a resource is when it's just not there anymore. You know, it's no longer an asset, it's a liability. The stock market is always going to plunge, it's always going to go up, and it's always going to go down. The problem is when all of these other stores go through the problem of reducing their clientele, it causes a problem on the economy. I'm not going to lie. for a short period of time. And when I mean short, from 6 months to like a year and a half. And that's short because remember, there's like 300 million people living in the United States, counted. The ones who are counted, not the ones that are just living at home and who just never record taxes and never record themselves on the census. Not those fucking leechers. I'm talking about the ones who pay taxes, record their shit, record their income tax every single year in the right time. You know what I'm saying? The good person. There's at least 200 to 300 million people in the United States, and that becomes a problem when the economy is down. It can't happen again, but it's going to happen again. Remember this show and remember this podcast, because on this episode, on episode 7, I am going to remember this for the rest of my freaking life. And I'm telling you guys that the economy is going to fall again. The stock market is going to plunge really low. And why should you listen to me? I'll tell you why. You know you guys should listen to me. And this is why you guys should listen to me. I invest, ladies and gentlemen. I invest, and I've been investing for a long period of time. I wasn't investing for at least a year and a half because I didn't have a job. But now that I got a job, I'm back on the market. And I like investing because it allows opportunity. It allows growth if you know what you're doing. It allows a lot of profit if you know what you're doing. But it gives you a chance to obtain what you want to obtain. Bro, you live in the United States of America. Guys, we live in the land of opportunity. Take advantage of the opportunity. Take advantage of the opportunity. I don't want to continue on saying and repeating myself, but I still see a lot of people asking me stupid questions on DMs. And I'm not these people that say, oh, I get 1,000 messages an hour. No. I get a couple of DMs a day, like maybe like 10 or 15. On my personal one and on Slapping Sense, I get more, and on True Dog Paradise, I get none. But a lot of people message me and they say the same shit. Yo, Ish, what do you mean about the 5-second rule? And it's no, guys. And dude, you guys are going to be like, oh, the 5-second rule is when you drop something in the floor and you got to pick it up before it reaches 5 seconds. No, you moron. No. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. The 5-second rule is when someone tells you something or asks you something or forces you to think and you react in 5 seconds. Freaking people disrupting my freaking live stream, bro. I swear to God, one more time, bro. I'm gonna lock the damn door. Open the door. Jesus. So you gotta get tough for them, bro, because they don't understand. The point what I was saying, dude. That she's gonna come on the live stream on the podcast. I mean, I don't give a shit, guys. I have this under comedy. Now it's just like one of my longer rants, and I haven't ranted this long for 30 minutes. But I started this podcast by myself. I usually like to be on the podcast by myself. I like to speak my mind and put shit in my own creative way. Not that I don't like guests. Again, I always want you people to call. I always want people to call into the show. Let me just put the line before people are like, oh, Ish, what's the number? I got you. 619-663-3725. It's 619-663-3725. Yeah. So call that number. You talk to me. You're talking to me. You guys want to talk to me? Guys, my bad. I went out there a little bit. I went out of tune a little bit. But that's just what's on my mind, you know. I was driving today past Toys R Us, and they just started to make me think, what's going to happen? Where are we going? How is this world going to get better, man? How are experiences with humans going to get easier, more fluent if all the good stores are going out of business? Where the hell do I buy shoes now, bro? Sports Authority is out. I hate going to the mall. I freaking hate going to the mall. There's not one place in the world that I hate going more to the freaking mall. And you want to know the worst part of it all? That I'm always there, bro. I'm always there. I'm always there, bro. Like girlfriend doesn't stop living at the mall, and she works in the mall, so I gotta pick her up at the mall. Oh my god, talking about the mall gets me bad, bro. It gets me bad, bro. But it's true. It's true, guys. This generation and this world is going to a really, really deep world, a deep path. It's not getting better. People are not uniting. People are not becoming friendlier. People are not doing better things. It's just a lot of piece of shit. Take a look at what's going on in the schools. Take a look at what's going on in the school system, in the education system. My college, I don't go to college on campus. I go in the online program. You know what I'm saying? Little on, we got to do like the little typing thing. That's what we do. You know what I mean? And I had a buddy of mine who goes to that same college, and he told me, "Yo, Ish, if you were here, bro, you'll go crazy, because every single student from this school went out, I guess, to the street, to the parking lot, to everything. And they started protesting. And I told them, already knowing what they're protesting about, so-and-so. What are they protesting about? You know, what are they protesting about? I asked them, like, what that swing. And the dude was like, oh, you know, didn't even want to tell me. So I just freaking took it out of him. They're talking about guns, aren't they? Like, Ish, if you were here, bro, you'll have a titty attack. I was like, dude, it's not that I would have a titty attack. It's just they're arguing for no reason. They're arguing for no reason. People are arguing for no reason. I mean, if you give me a good reason to protest, I'll probably say it's valid. But what's the reason? They don't even know what they're marching for. They don't even know what's going on. And then they want to march. I want you to march. I love the First Amendment. I'm doing it right now. But I'm doing this with a purpose. I want to help you guys out. They're not helping anybody out. They're brainwashing people with a negative way of thinking. And the perspective is so twisted that they're delusional. And I'm not the only one that thinks like this. There's a lot of people that think like this. I'm just one of the few people who are talking about it. In fact, I'm one of the few people in my age group who are talking about it. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Nobody wants to hear it, but it's just the damn truth. Everything is going very, very, very in a negative trend. It's going very down, very fast. And a lot of people think that the election on November 8th was a bad thing. Look, guys, we only had two options. I know Trump has done things that maybe some people don't like. I can probably say the same. But the guy was our best option. There was no other option. There was no better option. Change happens. Change happens. Look what happened in 08 when this dude promised change. Change happened. He changed the economy. He changed the world. He changed everything. Barack Hussein Obama. He changed everything. And I'm not going to get here and say I'm political. I'm going to get political right now because I'm literally about to close the podcast and the episode. But I just wanted to say, not all change is good. If what's working, keep it. Why do you got to change it? If it's working, why do you got to change it? You know the phrase, why change it if it's not broken? Exactly. It's not broken. Why do you got to change it? It doesn't make any sense to me. If it doesn't make any sense to me, it doesn't make any sense to a lot of other people. And this is where I'm going to leave you with this thought. And I'm going to leave you off with this to think about. We're going through a very, very fast and rapid change in modern society. With communication, with science, with just this new discoveries, new currencies, like we're going into a new era. The only ones who are not going to survive in that new era are the ones who just aren't keeping up. If you don't want to keep up and you want to continue on being the norm, then keep on doing what you're doing. Continue on listening to your mommy and daddy and continue on doing what satisfies you at that moment. If you really want to reach the stars, then maybe you got to move a little bit more. If you really want to exceed your expectations, then you just have to move more. You got to do more. You got to put more content. You got to push more shit. Nobody's going to come down and just because the rules are different, they're going to hand you the rule book. That's not how life works. You got to find out the rule book for yourself. You got to go out there and pass every single damn checkpoint that's on your plan until you receive and well, not receive, because we're not trying to receive anything until you get to your next expedition. Let's put it that way. Because you got to get to the end to start something new. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, bro. It's freaking bad. It's not good. Change sometimes doesn't come in a good format. You just have to dissect if it's good or if it's not. I'm not trying to get all fancy schmancy, but in the end of the day, it is what it is. It just is what it is. Damn, 36 men. All right, guys. So I'm basically out. I'm going to leave you with that thought. If you think that shit is going wrong and you think your local community needs help, you don't have to be a billionaire and a millionaire to just take action. See how you can help out your neighbors, your family, your friends, your loved ones, anybody. Because one thing that will never get old is helping people, making sure people are in good hands, making sure your people are doing good. If you got buddies who need help them out. Don't expect anything in return because it's not going to work. Just help them out. Show your good heart. Be a good person. And if you follow wish, you're going to make it. And not financially because I'm not there yet, but you're going to have some shit happen to you. I guarantee that. I freaking guarantee that. All right, guys. Until next one, my friends. This is episode 7. If you think it was fun, if you think it was good, follow me on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Plus. Oh, wait, no, not Google Plus. Google Play, YouTube. I'll put this bitch on SoundCloud. Just follow me on everything, my friends, and engage with me. Because if we don't start talking to Ish, who the hell will? Later, peace. Peace out, everybody. Until next time. Later. That was good, man. Yeah, that was good. That was good, guys. What's up, my friends? How do you guys like the show? You guys like the podcast? What do you guys think about it? Thought that shit was good. Spencer, the reason I'm giving you that number is because that's the number of the show. Podcast number 619-663-3725. That's not my number. I would never give you. Why would I give you guys my personal number? That's the last thing I would do. Yeah, podcast right there. Everybody bounced already, obviously. Yeah, look, put that. That's my podcast number. Oh yeah, doggy. Yeah. Oh shit, Mitch. I saw it too, bro. That shit was crazy. They injured like 3 people and the bitch killed herself. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, dude, what do you mean I don't know? That's my number. That's like my podcast number. I would never give you guys my personal number. Trust me. I got the Skype right here. I got this to my left. I got everything ready. Oh, shit. We're still on YouTube. YouTube, I love you guys, bro. Peace.